want to tell you a little bit about HexTronics, what we build, and why we're here today for HexTech. We're a small group of engineers, designers, builders, and one of the coolest things that we feel we could create was automatic drone stations. The drone lands, it centers, and then we swap the battery. And so right now we have our two core products, the Atlas and the Universal, made right here in Miami. We do the design and the manufacturing. Both of these products are deployed. They're affordable. Our most popular enterprise customers deploy them across utility segments, their entire network of train depots, roadway inspection houses, and police departments. So as you can see, this is the Nest right here, powered by HexTech. We've shipped hundreds of systems, and we've probably built hundreds of systems that haven't worked. So in the course of developing HexTronics, after using those boards that are all stitched together, we had somewhat of an idea to build these modular circuit boards that would connect stepper motors into somewhat of a chain, so you can drive a bunch of them independently. And this was kind of the first idea where we thought, you know what? We feel like the circuits that we build for our drone stations can be applicable to circuits for groups that anybody builds. Instead of using a variety of circuit boards that all connected together, we used one circuit board to rule them all, Gandalf. We came back to the idea of a modular circuit board that could be used for a variety of different applications, using what we understood about how to build a reliable product. And that's what brings us today to HexTech.
Welcome to HexTech. After years of building the most versatile drone docking stations in the US, we want to make the brains of our products available to everyone. With a compact design and easy-to-use configuration, you can build faster and smarter. Included is a Trinamic TMC2 160 used for precision movement, followed by the industry's most advanced stepper motor driver, an AHT 20 temperature and humidity sensor. But that's not all. We have packed the widely used ESP32S3 microprocessor, boasting a dual-core processor as well as built-in Wi-Fi. It can handle extreme capacitance while ensuring smooth and reliable voltage regulation. Don't get bogged down in finicky wire connectors or soldering. Just plug in and go. HexTech. Build your universe.
All the nerdy details.
Yes.
The first thing is the backbone of the board, which is the ESP32S3 microcontroller. Tons of builders use it, and it's easy to program. The HexTech can even be flashed with something as simple as Arduino. We have a very comprehensive firmware package that goes with this that utilizes its dual core functionality, which allows us to do steps for the stepper motors in one core and everything else in the other core. We can communicate to it through Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, MQTT, and serial communications. The backbone of the stepper motor driver is the TMC 2160s. This means that we can get rid of encoders, we can get rid of wires, we can get rid of limit switches, and we can make everything much more simple. We wanted to provide that kind of functionality to builders out there in the world. We also have detailed telemetry about environmental conditions, temperature and humidity, the state of all of our different stepper motors, whether or not they threw an error flag, and everything else in this driver. One board can drive 4 stepper motors, has 8 digital signal IOs, 1 BLDC and 1 DC motor driver, think like a drone motor, and then 2 PWM and ADC IOs tied directly into the ESP32 that gives it precise control on that output. These schematics and all of its complexity is going to be open source and viewable by anybody that wants to make their own firmware to run these boards and do what they want to do with it. Now, to talk about how to actually use the board, I'm going to bring Corey up here.
Hi everyone, I'm Corey, software engineering at HexTronics. It's a hardware company. I'm software. But I think the way to look at it is we had to make it easy to use because the mechanical engineers are having to control these things. I've seen their C++, it's not pretty. So I could talk about it a lot, or I could just actually show you how we actually use one of these. I've got one plugged in right here, it's hooked up to a battery, and it's got a stepper motor on it. If I were to say, flash the white LED, we flash the white LED. Move the stepper motor up. Just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. But that's just sending single commands. What if I don't want to work with serial? What if I want to actually write some code with it? Import HexTech muscle. Make a new one, queue up some commands, And then we should see it raise the flag, going through every step of the process. I love anything that I can just install a Python library for. And when you put it all together into code, it's like you're just telling it exactly what to do. If you're the sort of person that just likes building things, that just wants to make motors move, it's that easy. Pip install HexTech Muscle. All this is available open source on GitHub. We want you to buy one of these, put in a product, and sell it. Hextronics is for builders. We are a company, we build things. We want people to also build things. The way we look at it is, if it's good enough for us, we should use what we want our customers to use. Because if it's good enough for us, it's good enough for them.